I don't care how many von karmic objections I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony, if it's the last thing I do. Alright, well, we already found one contradiction up until now by pressing. Which means... Yeah, well, in that case... let's just cut to the chase once again. Lotta Heart. You're saying the camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Well, if that's the case... well, can you explain to us why it was actually facing the lake? Objection! You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. Exactly. And you're saying that it was set up to take pictures of shooting stars? Well, poppycock. It makes no sense to have it face the front of the lake in that case. You have to point the camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Ugh. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Ah, well, I'll tell you exactly what she was trying to do. I think I know what she wanted to take a picture of. Yeah. Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? It wasn't the meteor showers. It was the monster of the lake, Gordy. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. Caught you. What was this? A newspaper article? Gordy? The sighting at Gord Lake. Well, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake, trying to photograph this Gordy. Proof. Prove that you were trying to photograph Gordy. Well, if it is proof that you want, well, yeah, sure, I have proof. I have it. Proof! Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. Here's proof that the witness was trying... Here's proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster. It looked like the judge was saying that, even though it makes no sense, but... Yeah. The proof is... in the camera itself. It was set to automatically take a picture when a loud noise is detected. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Indeed. Now tell us, why is it that you set the camera to take pictures whenever a loud noise happens? I mean, clearly it isn't because of meteor showers, because, well, unless one were to hit the lake, which is very unlikely, shooting stars would definitely not make any noise at all, whereas Gordy definitely would. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Does this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake, and here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises! Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you?
Yeah. Not bad. Are you all lawyers that smart? So, smart boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what?
Huh?
That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Hey!
But, as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony.
Right. Fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though.
Something will change. It has to. Alright. Let's make this count once again. And I'm going to spot it. Lada's new testimony. Let's do this.
Actually, I'm not a research student at any university. I am an investigative photographer. Imagine what a Scoopy to be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the man's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to ride.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Objection!
Oh my god. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Unchanged? What? Are you for real? Of course it is changed! Now she's telling us that she is an investigative photographer. That makes this a completely different testimony, Mr. Von Karma. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. Okay, come on, Judge. Have some backbone. You are the one in control of this entire courtroom, not Von Karma. And you know it very well that this is not a waste of time. You saw it time and time again that whenever you thought it was decisive, it clearly wasn't. Phoenix has all the right in the world to cross-examine this. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma is up to something. I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction? Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Ha! That would be a first. Very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. Alright, let's do this. I will announce my verdict at the time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Alright. No more beating around the bush. No more useless pressing. Let's see about pressing the most suspicious right over here. Not a research student at a university. Investigate a photographer. Picture of the monster. Be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. Alright. Well, this time, let's press her about the moment of the murder. About when she heard the bang. See if we can get to it.
When I heard the bang, I looked right straight at the lake.
Exactly what sort of sound was it?
Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure. But it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected.
A lot sharper, you say? I wonder what that means.
There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time.
There wasn't much else to look at?
Yep.
I don't know. If she heard a bang, and she thought Gordy was out there, I kinda doubt she'd waste any time looking at the boat. You're right. In fact, in the article, it is said that the loud noise made by the creature did sound like a bang, so clearly she would be interested in interested in a creature more than the boat, if that were the case.
What? What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for?
Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Present some evidence right here. Witness, continue.
Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot.
Maybe Phoenix is right, but in that case, what kind of evidence would be good for this? Hoping for the best! Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat?
What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it.
I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal. You said it best, Nick.
What? You don't want to step over here and say that?
You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy. That's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Order. Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy. That's what you were doing. Well?
Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there now.
Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
Sorry, I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, I could be witness to a murder now.
What?
I kinda got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat, until now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey! He got the photograph! You got proof!
Still, we cannot see who is shooting who in this.
Right. That's why I took this photo and...
Witness! That's enough! No, wait, hold on a second! She was about to say something there, wasn't she? And now you are interrupting her! You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole!
But, shut my... what?
What was she going to say? She took the photo and... what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really cannot tell from the photo who is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it will drop the quality a mite, but she'll let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Indeed. She did say that. That must be what she was going to say. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? Why? Because clearly, if we were to be shown that large photo, we will be able to find a clue. And he is afraid of that. I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it will mean prison for Edgeworth. Or worse. Which I do. It's all or nothing, Nick. It's all or nothing. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not?
Yeah, I did.
Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist. Oh, is that so?
What are you all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place.
Oh! Well, would you look at that? A clear-cut contradiction, Mr. Von Karma. Apparently she's telling us that there is.
You old fool!
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Yeah, what is the meaning of this, oh prosecutor? You do realize what you're doing here, right? You're completely wasting our time by telling us fake contradictions. Miss Hart, show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Not really. On what grounds, I wonder? There is no escape now, Mr. Von Karma. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is.
Alright, what do we have over here? We still cannot see who is firing this. Okay, what do we have over here? Well, we still cannot see who they are. I mean, we can clearly see the gun at the time of which the victim was shot. Let me see about the pistol over here. The murder weapon, 22 caliber, fired 3 times. There's prints from Edgeworth's right hand. There's prints from Edgeworth's right hand! Aha! Caught you red-handed! It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Alright, we got something here, Nick. Let's do this. Happy now, Mr. Wright. There has to be something. Oh, there definitely is, Nick. There definitely is. Come on, I know you can do this. Show that old geezer your true powers as an attorney. Yes, for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over. Obviously. Then, I would like to close the cross-examination, Miss Lola Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Volcano, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then, I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo, somewhere. This is bad. Real bad. What should I do? Oh, I'll tell you what. Show the other evidence. Or actually, object to the enlargement too, that works too. I mean, I want to show the evidence that I need to prove Edgeworth's innocent. Wait, Your Honor, this evidence... I believe we have spent enough time talking about evidence. Indeed. We've heard opinions on every piece of evidence but this enlargement. I see no point in retracing our steps. This is bad. Oh, bad. What should I do? Okay, well, I guess I wasn't supposed to choose that. In that case, object to the enlargement! Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what do you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. I'll tell you what is strange. It is about the hand! Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? Exactly, Your Honor. There is a clear contradiction here between this enlarged photo and another piece of evidence from the courtroom. That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. Alright, there you go. Now I can show the evidence. The perfect piece of evidence! The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. I haven't worked myself up like this in a really long time, but we did it. My MP is low right now. However, oh please, Judge, can we continue this tomorrow? I think this decisive evidence warrants another day worth of investigating. This leaves us with a large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people in the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Oh god. Now I have to choose somebody to buy us some time, don't we? Miss Hart, Harry. The victim himself? There is only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order! Order! So, you're saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. Huh? A meter? That's 3 feet. There is no way it could have been suicide. Order! Order! Mr. Von Kalman, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. Oh, is that so? Autopsy report updated on a court record. Huh. Shot from approximately 1 meter away, you say? I wonder if that is actually true. I see. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Thank you. Now the thing is, I'll have to survive another day with Manfred von Poopyhead. We have won the battle, but not the war. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. The court is adjourned. December 26, 1:15 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Move out of the way, guys! I'm gonna fall to the ground. That was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No. I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Oh yeah, but what happened out there on that lake? What happened out there on that lake anyway? If it didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away too. But what? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. Okay. We bought us some more time. We clearly established the contradiction between the prints on the pistol and what we are seeing in the photo, but that clearly raises some questions. I mean, Edgeworth, didn't you say that... You said to us that you were on that boat, but you didn't actually shoot him. So... I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh. Right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. But... what do you mean by that? Yeah, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear you say that, Edgeworth. Jerk. I requisitioned the transcript of Loda's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard.